What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the land of Reckless Logicc. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smack that notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. Let's get straight into this video. Alrighty guys, you guys already know why we're here. This will be a hot topics video, so let's get straight into the BS. Alright, so the first person that we have on the docket, we are going to be talking about the king of thoughts, aka Future. He has made his way because he apparently is part of someone's experience and she decided to talk about it. So brought to you guys by the Jasmine brand. Future allegedly threatens to get influencer Gorgeous Doll's TikTok shut down after she shared viral story time detailing their alleged 5-year relationships. Rap star Future is at the center of an influencer's viral story time and he's seemingly not happy about it. I'm pretty sure he's not. A woman known as Gorgeous Doll on TikTok has shared several lengthy videos which together have racked up millions of views, claiming she dated the mask-off rapper for 5 years. Well, on and off for 5 years. Gorgeous says she met Future at a strip club where she worked at the time and claims that over the years he lied to her and embarrassed her. She also alleges that she got caught up in the highly publicized romance with model and rapper Dior, whom he dated publicly from 2020 to 2021. Towards the end of her rant, Gorgeous shared she what appears to be a phone call with you. When I tell y'all this phone call had me cackling, baby, I was on the floor. I was on the floor keying. Where the voice on the other end can be heard arguing with her and denying knowing her. However, it was not confirmed that the voice actually belongs to Future. Now, girl, this is the hot mess that we gotta listen to and watch.
Now he's threatening to have my page deleted. So if you know, go follow my other page. But it's like, at the end of the day, babe, I will take this off TikTok and we will go to Instagram with it. Okay? I will go to Twitter with it. I will go to ever social. Listen, babe.
You got her effed up. She said, baby, you think you finna take my TikTok away? Oh, baby, all we're gonna do is just migrate. We're gonna colonize from TikTok and make our way over and colonize over to YouTube, baby. Then once you get that taken down, baby, we're gonna colonize and make our way over to Twitch. We're gonna go everywhere. Once you take that platform down, baby, all we're gonna do is relocate. Girl, this is the key to me.
Who are you playing with?
She's so petty.
Bro, don't worry.
Don't text my phone. Don't text. Excuse me?
Bro, I don't know you, bro.
Stop fucking playing. Listen, at the end of the day, I promise you, on my life, on my fucking life, on everything in my life, all you had to do was shut the fuck up. All you had to do, you keep on fucking playing with me over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're gonna fucking learn, I promise you, because I'm gonna fucking teach you. I promise I'm going to teach you, bitch. Now.
Okay. I believe
Oh, he's threatening to have my page deleted. So if you know.
Okay, so let me just let's see what the people have to say up in the comment section before I even give my thoughts or whatever. One person says this talking to the camera trend needs to stop. Another person says I need to hear more. Another person says at this point I thought we all knew, and he himself said he's for the girl. Never mind. These situationships are dangerous. We talking about Future, right? Like Future. Why she acting like this new? That man hasn't been doing this. Whatever Pluto says goes. He don't know her. Now you know that's a lie. He do know that woman. And what world would you think coming online to discuss Future playing with you was a good idea? Now we like listening to it, but come on. If it's a marketing ploy in hopes to go viral to increase your revenue at the strip club, I'm with it. Okay, let me just fix my screen back. First things first. Red flag number 1. You said, Gorgeous Doll, that y'all met in a strip club. Now, keep in mind when I'm saying this is not, my intention is not to put blame or anything. I'm just here to talk about what the hell y'all done gave and put out to the atmosphere. That's all I'm here to do. But red flag and issue number 1. Y'all met at a strip club. Men say this all the time. They compartmentalize. If you are a performer at a strip club, bent over, making your ass clap, and a man is in the strip club and you are performing and he approaches you, or y'all come across each other some way, I don't know, I can't discuss that because we all know the details. Keep in mind, more than likely, if he tiptoed and made his way over to you, and the first impression that he had of you, now I don't agree with this, but it is what it is. The first impression that he had of you, baby girl, was you thunderclapping throughout the club. And he throwing his ones, his hundreds, his 20s. If he's approaching you about a situationship, relationship, or whatever the details of that is, more than likely it's just going to be surface level. That's one. Two, you didn't do a Google search on Future, because like someone said in the comments, which was also my initial point, that this isn't like a person that's not famous or a public figure, which means that it may be much harder to find information on said person. Or this isn't like even a public figure or a celebrity to where they have a good image or reputation in the media. So, like, you didn't do a Google search to find out the way that he treats women and all these things. So it's either one or two things that are going on here. Either one, you knew, which I believe more than likely, if it's Future, it's Future. We for the most part, especially in those type of settings, more than likely you know who Future is. One, either you knew or you didn't know. One, you knew, but you thought you could handle it, or you didn't think certain things were gonna come with it. You thought you could just strictly just do a relationship or situationship and keep it there. But then other factors started to play into that, aka from what you said, the lying and embarrassing you. Or you just didn't know, which I really don't think that's the case, but I digress. Last thing I want to get into before I even move on from this, because I'm not gonna lie, this was a key to me. That whole video with them cussing each other out. First things first, Future, you know that woman. You know exactly who that woman is. And the reason why I know how I know you know is because that phone rang one time, and in the middle of that first ring, you answered. You know that woman. You know that you didn't even give it. You didn't even give it the opportunity to even ring a couple of more times. No, baby, you know that woman. Talking about I don't know that woman. You know that woman. You know that woman, because I'm not just gonna answer no phone call on the first ring. Now I will say this, to be devil's advocate, what could have happened is that they probably already had a couple of conversations, and he already said that he was gonna take certain things down. They probably had exchange back and forth. So now we're gonna fast forward to when now she's recording and she calls him back, and he saw that phone ring. Oh, he's like, okay, no, I'm gonna answer, and I'm gonna gather her real quick. That also could be the case, but in my personal opinion, I believe he Future, you know that woman, especially knowing his track record. You know her, and I'm not gonna say that everything she's saying is the truth, because we just don't know, to be honest with you. But what I will say is, based on his track record, it's probably the truth it's probably truth to what she's saying. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I digress. Let's move on. We made our way over from Future and Gorgeous Doll, and they just cussing each other out over here on the internet. Now we're gonna make our way over to DDG. Now, this is brought to you guys by Hollywood Unlocked. It says DDG claps back at TikToker for calling him out after returning an expensive jacket following his music video shoot. Girl, now I know this girl.
Now that I no longer work at my old job, I want to do a story time on a very famous rapper who tried to ruin my career and ruin my life. I worked at a department store, men's designer specifically, and I was commission based. I was working one day when a man approached me asking for help picking out a jacket for his music video. He was very nice. We ended up picking him a green Bottega jacket, most beautiful jacket I've ever seen. It was about $6,000. He bought it. He left. My coworker came up to me and was like, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No." They showed me his Instagram, and I ended up following him. He had a lot of followers. I'm like, this is going to be cool. He's shooting a music video on this. I would love to see that. It's great. So he ends up shooting the video. The jacket looked amazing. The video was cool, good song, good energy. Yeah, awesome. Well, not awesome. A week later, I see him walk in with his girlfriend, baby mama now. Now that I no longer work at my old job, I want she was starring in a very big, well-known Disney movie at the time, so she was very popular at this time. Well, they wanted to return the jacket. I had to tell them, no, you cannot do that. It was not fun. We ended up going back and forth over this, and I had to tell him 3 reasons I could not return this jacket. The first reason was it was smelling like cologne, very strong cologne scent. The second reason, it smelled a lot like smoke, and neither of these reasons were good enough for either of them. They were going back and forth. I told him that it's worn. The third reason, it was worn. He looked at me and he said, you cannot prove that. And I said, actually, I can. And I pulled out my phone, pulled out the video, and I said, this you? He was speechless. He was speechless, and his girlfriend did not like that.
Now she gathered him. As a result, his baby mama jumped in. Girl, a key.
Said, this is extremely unprofessional. This is something that you do to all of your clients. Like, she was starring in a very big, well-known Disney movie at the time, so she was very popular at this time. Well, they wanted to return the jacket. I had to tell them, no, you cannot do that. It was not fun. We ended up going back and forth over this, and I had to tell him 3 reasons I could not return this jacket. The first reason was it was smelling like cologne, very strong cologne scent. The second reason, it smelled a lot like smoke, and neither of these reasons were good enough for either of them. They were going back and forth.
Oh, okay, girl, I already had this scene.
Like, just very, very livid. And I explained to her, you guys are public figures, very well known. He told me he was shooting a music video. This is a public video posted on YouTube. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I pulled it up because I am commission based. I know it was worn. I cannot take back this jacket. It is a $6,000 jacket. It is against our return policy. I am not able to accept this. I could get in trouble. It's like,
all right, boom, I get.
Okay, so that's what she had to say about her experience with DDG and Halle, or Halle. God, I always butcher her name. I'm not gonna lie, like, initially when situations occur or they make their way over to social media, a lot of public figures, celebrities, whatever you want to call it, a lot of the times they try to fully deny said claims, or they just don't respond at all, or they respond more like behind the scenes and all these things. These are one of the reasons why, because to me, his response made it worse. But let's continue, y'all.
Get out of jail, whoop, whoop, bam, right? I fuck around and I goes to the store and I go buy this jacket, right? When I want to return the shit, this girl gonna pull up my Instagram. That's what threw me off, because I'm like, damn, because I'm lit. I can't do what niggas been doing for ages. No. Everybody else can do this shit, but nigga, I do it. It's a problem. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, what's the issue? She talking crazy or whatever, boom, boom, being all rude, whatever the fuck. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I'm gonna go to another store. I took it back. I didn't want to spend $5,000 on a weak ass jacket. When a rapper...
Not you calling the jacket weak, meanwhile you had that weak jacket in your music video. So not you had whack, weak clothes in your music videos, but you didn't read the return policies on it. Okay, good.
Does a music video, right? They pay a stylist to do what? Go pick up clothes, and then what do? Return it. Nigga, when these rappers be wearing these clothes, they don't keep them damn clothes, bro. They get them bitches back to the stylist, and then the stylist go take it back. Now, if the jacket was hard, now I got expensive pieces. Don't get it fucked up. Like, it's been times where I done spent $10,000. All right, boom, I get up.
Oh, okay.
$10,000 just on clothes for a video, and I obviously kept the shit, but the jacket was just ass. Like I wasn't gonna make myself keep a jacket that I didn't like. $10,000 just on clothes for a video, and I obviously kept the shit, but the jacket was
okay. Okay, so let's see what the people saying, girl. One person says, yeah, you wrong, buddy, which I agree. Then to proceed to discredit the designer who made the jacket after you wore it in your music video is diabolical. Hit the nail right on the head. The jacket was ass, but you bought it, shoot a video in it. That's a weak excuse. That was wrong. Honestly, that's why you get a stylist so they can pay the restocking fee. Come on. Another person says the AMT the amount of ish I've seen taken back at Bloomingdale and Saks. Give me a break. People use the return policy to their advantage. I've seen people return a jacket after wearing it for a year because they didn't like it anymore. It's a difference between loaner clothes and you buying clothes and wearing them, then trying to return them because it's so expensive. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay. The girl side. He sounds so lame. It wasn't hard. Why did you wear it? Things lame. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let me just say this, cause girl, let me just change my screen back. Okay. First thing, DDG, you're wrong, player. You're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. And also, Halle, you wrong too. We're talking about some. Oh, this is how you guys. First and foremost, little mama that was in that TikTok video, y'all was not going to mess up her paycheck. She said that she was making money off a commission base. So with that being said, so if I just sold you a $6,000 jacket and I'm getting commission for that, which means that cha-ching is getting direct deposited into my bank account. Yeah, you're not gonna mess that up, especially when your return is BS. Because for one, it smelled like smoke. Two, you did a music video in it. Three, what was the other one? Oh, it had strong cologne in it. So I'm assuming, for me just making an assumption, I'm assuming it smelled like smoke and they probably couldn't get the smell out, so they just put cologne to try to mask it. That's what I'm assuming. Or they was doing both. Inside the music video, put cologne on DDG or whoever had a water jacket, and they were just smoking throughout the video. I don't know. I really do not care about that part. But my thing is this. One, y'all was not gonna mess with that lady's money. Two, if you know that you did not read the fine print on that return policies, that's the reason why you have to read stuff like that, so you know how to return it and you can kinda, you know, the gray area, and you know how to get away with stuff like that if you're going to attempt to do that. Now I will say this, little mama in that TikTok video, she gagged you and had Halle when she pulled up that music video and she pulled up your I think your Instagram is what you said. She gagged both of y'all, and that's the reason why y'all had egg on y'all face. Secondly, DDG, no, you can't. You can't do what everybody else does. Let's be clear. Someone who's probably doesn't have a huge following on social media, they can or don't have fame or notoriety on some level, they could get away with things because a lot of people won't be aware of what they do day by day, night by night, etc., etc. Compared to you and little mama in a TikTok video, she was able to pull up your Instagram, and not only that, you were too busy running your mouth saying that you're going to do a music video, and she remembered that you did a music video, and then she pulls up the music video and or your Instagram, and she shows the jacket inside either on your Instagram and or music video. So no, you can't do what other people do. And then this, like someone said in the comments section, that's the reason why you get a stylist. The reason why you get a stylist is because that's what the stylist is used for. They will be the one to know the ins and outs and read the fine print, or have enough knowledge in the industry of styling and fashion, and know the common rules, regulations, whatever, restrictions, or whatever you want to call it, in terms of returning clothes. And also would know which designers and which stores is going to be for that, and which ones that's going to give you some pushback. I'm just saying. And then let's also be clear, and I'm just going to have to call a spade a spade. A lot of other places that sell clothes, designer clothes or whatever, jewelry, they probably do that just for bigger artists, because they know that's going to bring a lot of traction and customers and clients to their business. be quite honest with you, DDG, you're not really a huge artist. So that's also another part that may play a part in this situation, because you're not Jay-Z, you're not even Kanye. No, you're not Eminem. No, you're not all these other rappers who have more of a solidified presence in terms of being icons and having a solid foundation in hip-hop. No, you're not those people, so you can't get away with things like that. But I do believe that you were wrong, player. But let's move on. Let's get in from let's make our way from one fool and let's go to the next. Now we got Latocha. Oh god, I'm exit out this bad boy. Now we got Latocha. Latocha Scott sidesteps questions about her marriage after sister Tamika Scott claims she's still with her husband. That's brought to you guys by the Jasmine brand. In her viral residuals challenge, Latocha Scott touched on a lot, such as the drama with her former Escape group members, issues with her sister Tamika Scott, and the alleged end of her marriage to Rocky. However, soon after the singing video was shared, Tamika claimed that she haven't heard from Latocha and she was still with Rocky. In her latest interview with Big Tigger Morning Show, Latocha provided an update and said that she finally spoke with her sister for the first time in years. However, when asked about the status of her marriage, she wasn't as forthcoming, girl, saying she wanted to keep the information close to her heart. Now, let me say this, girl. Now the people saying on social media. Now, keep in mind, I didn't watch their show. I didn't watch it. But the people are saying that Latocha is lying. Like in her residuals challenge remix, she tried to make it seem as if she tried to make it seem like as if she got kicked out the group. But from what people are saying, I can't confirm or deny this, y'all. From what people are saying, they saying that, girl, you left. You chose that nagger over the group. You chose that nagger over your sister. Now, I do understand, you know, people may say blood may be thicker than water and all these other things, but I don't personally believe that. But at the same time, pick and choose what relationships are valuable to you. Valuable to you. I'm just saying. But let's continue. Let's actually watch this video.
The thing she also said in her comments is that you were still with your husband. Is that fact or not fact?
Well, my thing is when it comes down to relationships, I just think that people should understand that that's something that I want to keep close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to talk about that part of my life, but when you are going through, there's a lot of things involved, paperwork, it's a lot. So I don't even want to get into that, but yes, keep that private. And if so, I'll sing about it. How about that?
Come on, sing it.
I would definitely sing about it.
And you put it in there. I said, whoa.
And will.
Yeah.
Was that, and would it still be a point of contention?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
One of the things she also said in her comments is that you were still with your husband. Is that fact or not fact?
Well, my thing is when it comes down to relationships.
Okay, girl, these loops be getting me. I don't be knowing whether I'm coming or going in terms of these videos. Now let's read some of these comments and see what the people are saying. Okay, she's still with her husband, and the only reason she made the residuals remix for it. She made that residuals remix for attention. The solo career ain't pop off for her. I feel sorry for her at first. Now she annoying the out of me. She did not ask for none of this. No, we did not ask for none of this. Keep it private, but you put it in a verse. How sway? I see she's still on her BS. How you gonna sing about it, but don't want to talk about it, but you want to do interview? Girl, that's the same thing I'm thinking. Like, girl, you put that out into the atmosphere. You didn't even try to code it up to where people that may know you can be able to catch what you putting down, but people that may not be aware of your situation can be able to, like, kind of be oblivious to the BS that you're talking about. I'm just saying, but I digress. I found her to be so nefarious. Her he-ho energy is cringe and icky even through my screen. Okay, I'm assuming she meant this person meant her. Number says Tamika is better than me because that will be my last time. She hasn't learned anything. Even beyond the family and group ish, you still coming back to the public with the same BS and expecting people to buy it. Another person says her sister knows her. She said it's a good publicity stunt. Another person says, why do you do interviews but don't want to talk about stuff? She started it by singing that lie in her residual challenge. Girl, okay, so let me say this. Girl, okay. The first thing I was saying out of my mouth is pay Tamika her money. Pay Tamika her money. Pay your sister her money. That's first thing. She wants her money. Pay her her money. Secondly, from what people are saying, like I said earlier, you're not really taking accountability for the part that you played between the dynamic of the group and you. And to my understanding, I could be right, I could be wrong, but to my understanding, Rocky allegedly played a huge part in the breakup between the family and, as in Escape, the family, the girl group, Escape, and you, your sister and you. There's a reason why a lot of people have detached from you and everybody else is still together. At some point, it has to be you. I'm just saying. And from what the people are saying, apparently it looks like it may be you because you try to make it seem as if the group kicked you out when baby girl you left, from what the people are saying and also from the clips that I've seen. Now I do understand it's an edited show, so they can make things look any type of way. I get an understanding, but as of right now, it looks like you quit. You quit. They didn't kick you out, but you quit. That's what it looked like. Two, are you ever going to fully admit now that you stole that woman's money? Not saying, oh, now we can have the conversation about the residuals. No. Are you actually going to say out of your mouth, I allowed Rocky and myself to take money off the table from you, Tamika? Because one reason that you probably can't get ahead in terms of redeeming yourself in these relationships is because you're not fully owning it. You can't own part or half of what you did and then expect the full rewards of that, which would be reconnecting with Escape, reconnecting with your sister. You're gonna have to own all of it. Lastly, when she said in that video, in the interview, she said, oh, I'm trying to hold this dear to my heart. I don't want to talk about this. For one, you put it in a song like someone said. Two, you're in an interview. So if you know that let's call a spade a spade. Latasha, you're not a hot commodity. You're not in the blog 24/7. Most of the time you're in the blog, it has something to do with Escape. And recently, in recent times, if you are in the same conversation of Escape, we're either talking about the reality TV show, we're either talking about the drama between you and your sister, we're talking about the residuals that you owe her, allegedly, or we're talking about the drama between the actual group and yourself. And then every once in a while, we'll bring up Rocky. But he's mixed into all of that. So, you tiptoe and made your way over to Big Tigger's space and you wanted to do an interview, and you not too long ago put out a remix knowing that you're not really a hot commodity and knowing that that remix gained a lot of traction, and you did an interview and you thought they wasn't going to talk about what was going to be in that remix. Are you with the nigga or not? That's what we want to know. Are you with the nigga or not? Because yes, you may want to have that dear to your heart, but that's also going to let other people know, because at this point you done told everybody everything at this point, as much as you tried to. It's going to let people know whether or not you sincere or not. Because from what the people are saying, they said that ever since you've been connected to that man, you were not to be trusted. But I digress. Let's move on. So now we done made our way over from one mammy. Now we're gonna make our way over to Jay-Z. Jay-Z accuser stands by claims despite... Oh girl, let me make sure my screen is... Okay, right here. Okay, Jay-Z accuser stands by claims despite dismissed lawsuit. She says she's terrified of him following alleged intimidation. So the king of Rock Nation and the aunt of the Illuminati is allegedly intimidating Jane Doe. Girl, bye. This is brought to you guys by the Jasmine brand. The woman who accused Jay-Z of SA in a now dismissed lawsuit is standing by her allegations, claiming she remains terrified of him. I bet you would. In new legal documents, she describes being confronted outside of her home by two people who claim to be investigators working for Jay-Z's lawyer. Girl, she lucky that the people that were outside of her home allegedly were investigators and not people to whoop her ass. They allegedly pressured her to sign an affidavit denying her accusations. The woman insisted she refused and denies claims that her attorney, Tony Busby, offered money to fabricate the allegations. She also revealed she dropped the lawsuit due to fear of retaliation, including being publicly outed and attacked. Yeah. Jay-Z denies the allegations and is suing both her and Busby, which he should. He says the woman voluntarily admitted that her story was false. One person says, terrified of someone who you only see on TV or his pictures / videos online. Oh, okay. No, she terrified because she knows she was telling a bold-faced lie, and now that case has been dismissed, and now he's keeping that same energy for her and Tony Busby, oh crooked ass. Now she want to be terrified when, to be completely honest, he's the king of the Illuminati, or one of the kings of the Illuminati, baby girl. He has pull, so if he wants you to go missing, he has the pull and the resource to do so. That's why you need to keep your mouth shut. If you're going to run your mouth, let it be the truth. Billie Jean needs to go somewhere with all of that. Come on, Phaedra Parks. Let's see. Another person says, I'm going with Jay. I don't believe nothing those people got to say. Another person says, he don't know who she is. She's a Jane Doe. It's given she won $2K every week and some land. Come on. Onika Johnson. Reporting conflicting stories. Y'all need to do better. Oh, not conflicting stories, girl. That person says, nah, I believe he sent goons. Girl. Pay that man. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. First thing, let me just say this. Girl, let me bring this back. I don't know, touching everything over here. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just say this. That lady lied. That lady told a bold-faced lie. She was not mentally stable. Tony Busby took advantage of that woman. Tony Busby is being turned every which way but loose inside of the court system, which he should, because you used a story that you did not vet, and even if you vetted the situation and the story, you knew it was a lie. And with that being said, you also have a history of doing it. You're not a good lawyer. You only use your practice to gain attention and to extort people, allegedly. But it's not even really allegedly, because to be honest, the way that things are working out, baby, it's kind of solidified. But allegedly, you only use your practice to find outrageous stories on celebrities. And if you may or may not know, settling behind the scenes is much easier than going to court. First things first, when this situation first arose, the way that Jay-Z responded, this wasn't like a Diddy response. This wasn't like this is the money grab and all these other things, and then 2.5 seconds later, we have the VCR tapes of you beating the hell out of Cassie in the hallway of an elevator. Then all of a sudden, he flipped the script and said, I'm going to therapy, I'm being a better man. No. That wasn't the case here. Jay-Z was firm in saying that, baby girl and baby boy, I'm going to see you in court. You're not going to attach those type of claims to my name and you think that it's going to be all good. Oh, no. Y'all got me all the way up. So with that being said, let me turn y'all every which way but loose inside the court system, because I also know that accusations like that and also different types of accusations, those type of accusations stick. So yeah, you're gonna have to see me in court. I have the resource, I have the pool, and also I have the lawyers, Alex Spiro. And Alex Spiro is not only turning Tony Busby every which way but loose, he's also turning those tired, lazy, incompetent, delinquent attorneys that are defending Milagro scams and turning them every which way but loose. In terms of the Megan Thee Stallion case with Milagro scams. So, Tony Busby, you're getting what you deserve, and to be completely honest, I do not care, and I don't really feel bad for Jane Doe either, even though she's mentally unstable. It's because I'm be honest, as of right now, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad. Not right now, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad because you can be mentally unstable, and let's be clear, there's intention versus impact. Two different things. Intention, yes, I may have intended to go to the bar, have a couple of drinks, then drive back home. But the impact was, I go to the bar, have a couple of drinks, on my way driving home, I get into a huge accident and I unalive a family inside the car accident. And now, guess what? That's not red rum, that's considered manslaughter. So, impact is everything. And so, putting those type of accusations on somebody, yeah, you deserve that work. I'm just saying. But let's move on. I hope that Jay-Z turned them every which way, but will continue to turn them every which way but loose, which he is. Let's continue. So let's get to our last story, girl. Now let's talk about the world's y'all favorite president.
So we're going.
Trump announces a 25% tariff will be inflicted on Canada and Mexico starting at midnight. Now this is brought to you guys by the Neighborhood Talk. Shaking my head, Trump has officially announced that a 25% tariff will be implemented on both Mexico and Canada starting at midnight, according to AP News. Trump is doing this to fight against I'm not even gonna say that out loud, trafficking and stop illegal immigration. Thoughts, neighbors? That's what he had to say.
April 2nd, but very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start. So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs. In other words, so we're going April 2nd, but very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start.
Okay. Let's get to this comment section, because one person says it's lights and water we not going to have. So dang well sad because y'all was afraid to have a woman president. Canada said they're gonna cut the power off. Girl. Another person says, well, I enjoyed the Don Julio heavy this weekend. Bye to that man. Let me go ahead and watch some prison videos to learn how to make alcohol with the bare necessities. Come on, trying to make buck. I honestly don't remember any other president live on TV every day like this. It's weird. No, not my Canada Dry cranberry ginger ale. Another person says, I'm sick and tired of him. I miss when you didn't need a passport to go to Mexico. Another person says, the bundles, we going back to packet hair ladies. Packet hair ladies. Okay, let me see, can I find a few more? Dang, no wanting to go get groceries or nothing, just price goes up in 5 hours. Girl, they probably already, well, at this point, it's already up at this point. Let me charge my electronics while we still have electricity. Girl, this is the key. Okay, so let me just, y'all already know I can go on and on about the King MAGA himself, between him and Destiny's Children. That's Mr. Trump, Elon Musk, and JD Vance. Those three. Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle, girl. But I'm just gonna say this. At this point, whatever's meant to happen is gonna happen. The man is in office. And the gag is that a lot of people did not know what tariffs were. But as soon as he got into office and he was elected, or he won the election, just before he actually made its way inside the ceremony, but the night that they actually announced that he won the election, the Google search that was, I can't even, America needs to get it together. The Google search that was heavily searched was, what are tariffs? So a lot of people voted for that man because, one, there was a single issue voter. Two, because they were ignorant and just believed everything this man told y'all. And to some people's point, Kamala Harris is a liar. Okay, cool, she's a politician. Okay, I'll take your word for it. And I'm not even gonna lie, she probably, she did lie. I called her personally a couple lies. Cool. But to my point, at this point, not only is Donald Trump a businessman, he's also a politician. So in business and politics, you have to lie. So that same energy in terms of fact checking Donald Trump, it needs to be there. It needed to be there. We're gonna apply tariffs, and I think for me the gag is, it's like, especially now, because right now the farmers are really feeling his era, MAGA era again, because it's interesting to me because last time he was in office, the farmers had to deal with some BS before, which is why it's crazy to me that you experienced this president before, but then you're gonna put him back into office and believe that something different was gonna happen. And it's also like the psychology of how people literally voted against their own interests and didn't even attempt to educate themselves on said issues. I couldn't believe that it was farmers voting for Donald Trump and a political party that talks about not giving out handouts and people on food stamps, WIC, yada, 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 all of that. But come to find out that farmers, from what the people are saying, from what I've seen myself, receive government incentives from programs like WIC. And when people have food stamps, WIC, and whatever incentives, what do you think they do with that money? Like, what do you believe happens with that money? They spend money on said milk. They spend money on food. In return, those items get sold. And guess what? You, as the farmer, continue to make the milk. The government continues to give you incentives. But it's all right. It is all right. Y'all get ready to have y'all eggs $19 an hour. $19 an hour. $19 an egg at this point. And just because people did not want to take the time to educate themselves. But that is it that I have to say for right now in terms of Donald Trump. I don't want this video being too long. Y'all make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Y'all please thumbs up. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm gonna talk to